Well, people continue lining up to pay their last respects to Archbishop Emeritus Desmond Tutu. The Arch is lying in state at St. George's Cathedral for the second day. He will be laid to rest tomorrow. Our reporter Natalie Malgas joins us now from Cape Town. Natalie, what is the latest that we've got? We know that we had that prayer service that was due to happen at 5 o'clock, and then we've got another one expected for 9 p.m. later on this evening. How have the proceedings actually been so far?
Well, that prayer service is well underway here in St. George's Cathedral. Faith, the media isn't allowed in for that prayer service. It's open to the public and they're welcome to join in. The second one will be hosted at 9 o'clock this evening. And again, the media may or may not be allowed for that one. So these are processes that are currently underway to allow for the public to participate in all the memorial events that have been held here in Cape Town and others that have been held in other parts of the country and even parts of the world, as the world remembers and celebrates the life of Archbishop Emeritus Desmond Tutu. Of course, this is a mammoth logistical operation. Several streets around the cathedral here in the city have already been closed off. A grand kind of public arena is being set up on the Grand Parade, where the public will be able to see the funeral that, of course, is tomorrow, because there won't be all too many people invited or allowed into the cathedral, with only around 100 people actually being invited, and with the church being quite mindful of those COVID protocols. Again, with all of the preparations and things that are currently underway, the work that needs to be done, I'm now joined by Mr. William Baloy of GCIS to unpack for us exactly all of the moving parts of this logistical operation. Thank you for your time, sir. Just share with us, what goes into planning such a high-profile funeral, and what kind of dry runs do you have? Because surely you can't practice.
Under normal circumstances, we have a funeral planning committee of government. But for this particular funeral of the Arch, what happened is that the church played quite an important role, to an extent that we were partnering with the church and we formed different work streams. And those work streams were focusing on different aspects of what is going to happen here, including one, those who will be dealing with logistics, those who will be dealing with the issue of the programs, those who will be dealing with the issue of the media especially, and also the security component of it. So all these work streams do the groundwork, and we do meet regularly to consolidate and to check the progress of each and every one. I think on this one I need to comment also the role of the church. As you might have realized that when the president announced that, he did also indicate that it's a special official funeral category 1, but it's going to be led by the church. And we have been working very closely with the church to make sure that all the wishes of the Arch, as contained in the document that they have, are realized through working with the church. And the logistics, as we speak up to thus far, we are quite comfortable and happy that everything would go according to plan. We have even prepared for the weather that the forecast has given us, that it might rain tomorrow. And mindful also that we have to respect also the COVID protocols, hence the numbers that you have also included, that there would be a minimum number in the church. But we do know that many people would want to be part of this funeral, and also given that the COVID regulations were relaxed, therefore we have also the open plan at the Grand Square, as you have indicated. So that will give many people an opportunity to share in the last moments of the Arch. But also we are relying on the media, that many people will be able to have access to the proceedings through the media, and we are very thankful for those arrangements that have been made.
Did it perhaps make it a little bit more tricky to arrange this particular funeral, considering the time of the year and it's the height of the tourist season here in Cape Town?
Actually, there was a plan that was done 3 years ago for this, but now the plan was done pre-COVID regulations, and then now you are under the COVID regulations. You have to then adapt those plans. But secondly, as you say, the Arch left us during the festive season, but be that as it may, as a government we had to call back those who were on leave those who were also on holidays and festive season, we had to call them back to work. And then, fortunately, they answered the call of duty, hence everything was able to be put in place. Yes, I do know that it came during the festive season, especially for the tourist attracting city of Cape Town. But on the other hand, it's a blessing in disguise, in the sense that monarchs who wish to pay their last respects also came and occupied most of the attractions here, including your hotels and so forth. So it has both ways, but also the good spirit of the people of Cape Town that have been coming to pay their last respects to the Arch. So on its own, it created another kind of environment in the city of Cape Town.
The Arch was also very particular about several roles that he wanted to see perform in his funeral. What were you very mindful of and had been alerted to in terms of the planning to abide by the Arch's wishes?
Actually, the two main roles that the state is going to play in the whole session is that one, it will be an eulogy that will be delivered by the president, and also the handing over of the flag by just one or two representatives of the military. So that will be the minimal role that the state will be playing in the whole program and procession. The other bulk of the procession, out of also the respect of the judge's wishes, is that it will be a church-led service.
Thank you very much, Mr. Baloyi. Faith, that was Mr. William Baloyi of GCIS. Again, just reiterating for us the planning and all the granular details of planning such a logistical operation here in the city of Cape Town. We'll be bidding farewell to the Arch tomorrow during his funeral here at St. George's Cathedral. And there were very many details that had to be considered, particularly those that the Arch had stipulated quite clearly as to how he wants to see his send-off play out.